Now riddle me this, Brian. What was this IWGP title four-way match supposed to be originally? Because was Adam Cole supposed to be in this? Or wasn't he just mad because Sling Blade didn't want to wrestle him? He wanted to wrestle Paige, but he didn't want to wrestle Paige. He wanted to do something. What the happened here with this match?
I forget exactly how it happened. I think it was that Switchblade was his friend, and then Switchblade was never good. I don't know. Then he got mad because Switchblade wanted to fight the Hangman, and then Okada showed up in street clothes and settled that, and then it became a four-way. Yeah.
I don't. But Cole hadn't wrestled in a month before this, and now I hear he's banged up again.
Yeah, apparently got hurt again.
Anyway, it's a four-way, right? But it's one of the main matches. And so I said, I'm going to give this some time and see if Okada or White managed to be impressive, because I've seen the other two. And Sling Blade had, who was the Japanese guy with the fishing hat he had in his corner?
Gedo.
Gedo.
The Booker.
Get out. Oh, he had the Booker in his, well, there you go. And it seems like if I'd have known that, I'd have known who was going to win. Four-way, 100 miles per hour, spill out to the floor. Paige does a dive. Knox is the referee, so he's counting nobody out. They go to the entrance ramp, fight there. They give Paige a double vertical suplex on the ramp. This is within the first 3 minutes of the match. Then they get back in the ring, and Cole and White beat up Okada. And you were right, Jay White is bigger than Adam Cole. And he's got a better physique, but in street clothes, they looked about the same. But now it's White and Cole have decided they'll team up. No honor among thieves. They'll team up, and then they'll settle it amongst themselves when they get rid of the other two. Okada, I'm waiting to see, okay, let me be impressed. He sells and doesn't do much. Paige makes a big comeback on both heels. Now Paige chops the shit out of Cole, and the other two guys in the match have disappeared. They're going to do this again, where suddenly you just realize, well, there's only two people having this match. Where'd the other two go? And they've got to be laying down there at ringside where the fans in the front row can see them obviously just hanging out, waiting for their scene. So they stop Paige, and Okada makes comeback. He's got a nice drop kick. Has a nice drop kick. Then all four of them went back to the floor, and Okada put the heels in ringside, over the rail into a ringside section that they told people, move! And then he puts the heels in ringside and then runs and does a crossbody over the rail onto the heels. And I'm just thinking, I hope Okada has a summer home in Chicago for all the lawsuits. It'll save him trouble when he's flying back and forth. They don't sue people in Japan. So somebody might ought to, well, what am I thinking? Nobody in this locker room understands they're going to get fucking sued one of these days anyway.
We should talk to Stephen P. New about that when he's on the show.
Well, there you go, because he'll probably be the one they call. I'll make sure to hey, that kid that got kicked in the face, he ought to call Stephen P. New. Because anyway, it went quite a while longer. Paige did the moonsault off the top to the floor on two guys who this time, instead of me complaining because he just never looks back, blindly trusting the guy to be where he last saw him, this time he did the moonsault off the top without looking to two guys who weren't even there when he last looked back. And then Paige goes for the buckshot lariat, but the fisherman Gedo grabbed his leg, and immediately Jim Ross says, well, Rick Knox is looking right at that. Because it's so fucking stupid that they don't even know how to distract the referee, who's useless anyway, because Rick Knox is, have we mentioned, just goddamn abominable.
There was one match, and it may have been this one, I don't even remember, where two guys were fighting near the rampway, and you couldn't see either one or two other guys, and I remember thinking, is one of them in the ring? They're going to win this match by countout any second now. And then it kept happening, and there was no countout.
Yeah. He can't get that far. He only got to 7th grade, so he can only get to 4. Anyway, So then Page hits buckshot on White, and Okada makes a save, and the people start chanting "Fight Forever," and I notated they already have. So then it's Okada and Page fighting. The other two disappear for no reason. But then Cole posts Page, and now it's Okada and Cole. Okada has a nice elbow off the top rope. They did a bunch of super kicks. Okada did another drop kick. Nice drop kick. Apparently his big move is the Rainmaker, which he missed about 5 times and actually never hit. And more super kicks. And suddenly Jay White appears after being gone for minutes and hits a crossroads on Adam Cole out of nowhere. 1, 2, 3. Adam Page was the most impressive guy in this match, and that is not high praise. But, and again, this is the one, obviously, because White is their champion. And I said, if you're going to have an interpromotional showdown, then your promotion, the show that it's on, you need to win most of them, but the other guys have to win something. This is the one they needed to win, but goddamn, it's America. Who gives a shit? Shouldn't White have beaten Okada instead of beating one of the AEW guys? I don't know, but it is a 4-way with the same shit that everybody does in every match, done again for a long period of time. And you're the resident Japanese expert here. It was Okada having an off night, or is that impressive for Okada?
I don't think it was particularly impressive for Okada. You said he had a good dropkick. He has a great dropkick.
He did 2 of them.
He's really, really good. And I would not have focused on a 4-way. It's very hard for anyone who's good to be good in a 4-way. It's a mess.
Exactly.
And apparently Adam Cole got hurt, and that's one of the reasons they went to the finish when they did, isn't it?
Oh, God, I don't know. You mean they had more? There was more?
Maybe I'm wrong, because I haven't really followed up on Forbidden Door news, but I believe Adam Cole got concussed, and that caused the end of the match to change.
Well, anyway, it didn't. They didn't just beat the guy with the concussion if they weren't supposed to. They were always going to beat him. Because that guy's got a concussion, we'll just decide to beat him. No, you go home early, but you still beat the same guy you were going to beat. So that didn't change the fucking result. It might have saved us some time.
Hey, before we move on with the show, did you see that clip about a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, of Jack Evans landing on his head?
Now, I've been seeing that clip for 25 years.
It was a new one.
Oh.
It was brutal. He did I don't even know how many degrees, the complete around and around and around splash, and went right head first to the mat. And the first thought you have is, oh my God, this guy's paralyzed. So his opponent just gets up and starts dragging him to the middle of the ring. But apparently he's okay.
Every match that I've ever seen him in, that is kind of the thing that happens, right?
Well, not
this
his head.
This was more egregious.
This was fairly egregious. Correct.